Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Dallas Cowboys per request from my subscribers. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and or subscribe. You guys have always been killing the like button. But for today's video, usually I say let's try to get 30 or 40 likes. Let's try to get 50 likes on today's video. I feel like you guys can do it. You guys have done it before. But anyways, enough of self-promoting. Hate doing that on my channel. It just significantly helps the video. But anyways, we got Dak Prescott here as our quarterback. He's kind of a low overall to start with on this roster. I did custom make these rosters, and then I think someone helped me adjust them as well, and then I put them back to the way they were, I believe. But I still need to update them a little bit better. Dak Prescott, it's a love-hate relationship with Cowboys. As a Cowboys fan, either you think he's the world's most underrated player or you think he's the world's most overrated player. In my opinion, keyboard warriors, watch out here. I don't like Dak Prescott. I'm going to say that outright. I don't like him. I don't think he's bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's the guy that's going to lead you to the Super Bowl. It's just a personal opinion. Don't get mad in the comments and give me a 10-page essay about how I'm an idiot and Dak Prescott's going to lead you to the golden gates of heaven. Like, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. So, my personal opinion, I don't think Dak is that crazy, but also there's Cowboys fans saying they want him to be traded after that playoff game, after how bad he did. Unfortunately, Cowboys fans, Dak Prescott does not have a trade clause in his contract. He has a no trade clause in his contract. And what is his contract actually? Yeah, yikes, damn. I'm gonna have to pay him $52 million in this rebuild. That's quite crazy. $52 million is a lot. But let's see what we got here for Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is great in real life. A lot of people would say he's better than Zeke. I still feel like Zeke is overhated. I still think Zeke, he's a good player, but he's not worth his money, so I understand why he got cut from the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is amazing. Very good, probably a top 10 receiver. I would say he is a top 10 receiver. Michael Gallup, Brandon Cooks, who they got as a new addition. Schoonmaker, I believe they got in the second round, the tight end. Got a decent offensive line here with Tyler Smith, and I believe this is Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele. I almost had to spell that out in my head. You got Zach Martin, who is, in my opinion, the second best offensive lineman in the NFL. The best offensive lineman in the NFL is Trent Williams. I don't think that should be a debate for anyone. And Tyron Smith is good when he's on the field, but that's the problem. He's never on the field. Defensively, we got DeMarcus Lawrence, Mazi Smith, their first-round pick. This is what the video is about. A lot of people might be saying, oh, why would you pass on Bryan Bresee? Bryan Bresee is more of a pass rusher defensive tackle, while Mazi Smith is more of a run-stopper defensive tackle. And the reason that being is the Cowboys' defensive line last year, in terms of run defense, was one of the worst in the league. They were terrible last year in run defense. Micah Parsons officially announced that he is going to be bulking up, quote-unquote bulking up, in the offseason to move down to defensive end. So in my rosters, he is down to defensive end instead of outside linebacker. They got Overshown here as well, who I thought was actually a great pick. Who is this? Is it DeMarco Wilson? Donovan Wilson, my bad. I thought it was DeMarco Wilson. But he is 27, and Jaron Curse, I believe it is. Is it Jaron? Yeah, Jaron Curse at Clemson's 28. They have a lot of depth at safety, but they don't really have anyone that's like outstanding. Malik Hooker, same boat. Malik Hooker's good. He just gets injured a lot. Stephon Gilmore, Trayvon Diggs. Micah Parsons is crazy in simulation. I'm probably just going to roll with Dak Prescott in this rebuild just because he does have X factor. But anyways, guys, let's move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 7-0 top of the division. Micah Parsons is cracked in simulation. Same thing with Dak Prescott. It really matters about who has the X factor. If you're an 80 overall, if you're a 75 overall with an X factor, the simulation is going to benefit you because you just have an X factor. But let's see what we have for the scouting national focus. I think I want to do safety. Even though we have a lot of depth at safety, I don't feel like anyone there is good enough for me long term. And coming off a win to the Lions, coming off a win to everyone, really, since we're 7-0. Let's see what we got for the re-signing. Stephon Gilmore, I'm cool with like a 2-year deal. Actually, I'll slowly keep going. I'll slowly keep bringing down his contract as he regresses. That's what I usually always do. Tony Pollard, I'll do a 5-year deal. And then he re-signs. Terrence Steele wants to stay, which I don't mind, but I can't afford to pay him because I'm in negative cap. Rojo, I can't afford to pay. I just can't afford to pay anyone here, especially since Dak Prescott's about to get paid $50 million a year. So apart from that, let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, 15-2, top the division. Yeah, something that Cowboys fans won't hear for a long time. Dak Prescott, just letting you know. I'm not a big hater of the Cowboys. I'm not going to be your typical, oh, cowgirls. I'm just making jokes, Cowboys fans. Please don't please don't crucify my nutsack in the comments. I've had it happen before. Anyways, Dak Prescott, really good season, 6th best offense in the NFL, and defensively we are 2nd. Dak Prescott, almost 5,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and 106 pass rating is great. Tony Pollard, 11 touchdowns, only 3.8 per carry, isn't that good. 1,100 yards. Brandon Cooks, 102 receptions, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's very good from Brandon Cooks. CeeDee Lamb, CeeDee's nuts, is 4 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Michael Gallup, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Looking at it defensively, Jaron Kearse, 116 tackles for a loss, 20 for Micah Parsons, sacks, 31 for Micah Parsons. I'm telling you, he's cracked. DeMarcus Lawrence, 20.5 sacks is amazing too. He's just sitting in the shadow of Micah Parsons because Micah Parsons is just built different, especially in Madden and in real life. But DeMarcus Lawrence, 20.5 sacks, probably going to get superstar dev. Jaron Kearse, 7 in receptions. Yeah, I need to move him to left outside linebacker. Mazi Smith with the safety in his rookie year and defensive touchdown for Donovan Wilson. So anyways, guys, it's now time to see who we're going to be playing the divisional round. We could just win the Super Bowl outright year 1 because the Cowboys are just overpowered in simulation. You're going to face the 10-7 Baker Mayfield Buccaneers to move on to the conference championship. 41-38. I'm not even going to play the conference championship. We could lose here to the Niners, but that's the year 1. I'm not going to really worry about it. And we're in the Super Bowl year 1. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this video, as it is a successful rebuild. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, 86 overall Bengals versus the 87 overall Cowboys. Let's see what we have for the development upgrades offensively. Brandon Cooks gets superstar dev. That's awesome to see. Defensively, Mazi Smith doesn't get superstar, which is unfortunate. Kearse gets up to star dev, which is awesome to see. He's going to be my starting strong safety. Yeah, the rest of the team looks pretty good. Also, did I miss DeMarcus Lawrence? I might have. He had 20.5 sacks in a season. The dude 100% deserves X Factor, but for now, I'm just going to give him superstar because usually you only upgrade 1 development trait per year. Sometimes I see it twice, 2 times in a year. But DeMarcus Lawrence 100% deserves superstar dev. The dude just had 20.5 sacks in a season, but he got outshadowed by Micah Parsons. So let's see if we can beat the Cincinnati Bengals in year 1 to automatically get a successful rebuild. Here we are against the Cincinnati Bengals. 7-0 start, 7-7 now, as we are going to drive down the field, get 3 points. They're going to drive down, get another 3 for them. 10-17, 17-17. They're just mirroring us as we start the second quarter with a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. Come on. Defense is holding strong for the most part. Of course, as I say that, they get a touchdown, 38-31, 38-38, overtime. They're going to take it from us in overtime. That is unfortunate. 41-38. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP is. Your Super Bowl MVP is Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Micah Parsons wins the Defensive Player of the Year. There are no other awards here for the Cowboys, so let's move into the re-signings. In the NFC East, Nick Folk retires on the Commanders, and Jason Kelce retires with the Eagles. But let's see what we have here for the players ready to negotiate, as we are going to have Terrence Steele, who I can't afford to re-sign. I kind of want him back. It wouldn't even be bad. I'll do 4 years with him, actually. He can re-sign. Rojo, how cheap are you? You're 26. It's actually pretty cheap. I'll keep Rojo as depth. Jonathan Hankins, everyone else here can walk. I only have $20 million, and I need to save it for Dak's contract, so I'm going to skip out on free agency and just get to the draft. In the first round, we're picking up a strong safety, Callahan out of Clemson, 88 speed, 92 acceleration, hidden dev, 5'11", 205. I'm going to move Jaron Kearse down to left outside linebacker because the dude had 7 interceptions and over 100 tackles. He's more like a linebacker in that case, so we have a new safety. In the second round, I'm picking up a left guard, Lance Poyer out of Oklahoma, hidden dev, 6'2", 316, 90 strength, 80 jumping, 78 acceleration. He looks like a beast. He had elite attributes all across the board, and I'm going to move him inside to the center position. Now, this is the team after the draft. Oh, it looks like the AI picked up this guy named Stewart. But Poyer, I'm going to move inside. And I'm honestly probably going to put Stewart to starting left guard over Tyler Smith. And I know that seems crazy, but you just can't develop someone who doesn't have a development, especially on the O-line. And I might trade him too. So Stewart is going to start as well. Is he left guard or right guard? He's officially a right guard, so I guess I should have moved him into center and then get the other guy at left guard, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. So we're going to officially move them, have them to be the starter for right now, Poyer and Stewart, just because of the developments. That's literally the sole reason. And yeah, offensive line is looking pretty good. Matter of fact, wasn't Tyler Smith originally a left tackle and moved to left guard? I mean, I could keep Tyler Smith as well as my left tackle for Tyron Smith if he does retire, which wouldn't be a bad move either. Defensively, though, looks like Callahan's a 75 overall. Curse, I'm going to move in to, even though he is regressing, I'm going to move him to left outside linebacker with 7 interceptions and over 100 tackles. Makes perfect sense that he would be a linebacker, so we're officially going to have him move there. Defensively, Callahan, we're going to move up. Johnson, I got in the 3rd round, doesn't seem that good, so Malik Hooker is still going to be the starter, and Stephon Gilmore has taken a huge step back in overall. Neville Gallimore, I'm still going to keep at a 3rd string because Adigizua is how you pronounce that, I think. Adigizua is just a significantly higher overall, and offensively making sure we got everything specialist. We are looking pretty good. Callahan's not going to be a slot. And yeah, Mazi Smith needs to be the rush defensive tackle, even though he is a run stopper. But apart from that, guys, it is now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3, second in the division, no longer 7-0, which is unfortunate. Scouting national focus. Do I go defensive tackle? I mean, that could be a good move here. Maybe DB would be a better move considering Stephon Gilmore is regressing. I could go linebacker. I think I am going to go linebacker because Jaron Curse is regressing. Leighton Vander Esch, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to re-sign. So we're going to see what we got here for the players ready to negotiate. CD's Nuts is here. 5 years for sure. He re-signs. Tyron Smith, I would love to have back for the entire rebuild if he doesn't retire. 3-year deal. He re-signs. Trayvon Diggs going to want a big contract. He re-signs. And Stephon Gilmore, slowly going to work down his contract as always. And well, actually, I'm going to wait till the end of the year to see how far he regresses. Brandon Cooks, I'm not giving you 4 years. I can guarantee you that. I want to see how far you regress. Leighton Vander Esch does want to be here, which I'm fine with. I'll do a 5-year deal with him. He resigns. And then Malik Hooker, it's not bad, but he's going to start regression. Jaron Curse, I would like back for another year or two. Malik Hooker, I may just have to straight up replace. Jordan Lewis would be good depth, but he is aging. Tyler, Aldrich Rosas, Neville Gallimore can walk. Yeah, all these guys can walk. I'm going to wait till the end of the year to figure those out. But anyways, let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are, top the division, 11-6. We won. We won the first seed at 11-6. Okay, I guess the NFC just sucks. Let's see what we got for the stats and awards. We have Dak Prescott doing very good, actually. That could be MVP. Wow, Baker Mayfield wins MVP. Thank you, EA, for your devoted service to making quality games every year. 6th best offense in the NFL, 1st best defense. 5,000 yards, 48 touchdowns, 15 receptions. Why didn't win MVP? 115 pass rating is great. Tony Pollard, 12 touchdowns, 3.9 per carry isn't that good, but 1,100 yards. Michael Gallup, almost 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns is great. Brandon Cooks, 13 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Schooler, 104 receptions, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. Not Schooler, Schoonmaker, my bad. Schoonmaker is out of Michigan, 1,000 yards, 104 receptions, 6 touchdowns. Definitely going to be star dev. CeeDee Lamb really paid you all that money, and this is what you give me. Defensively, Leighton Vander Esch, 119 tackles for a loss, 17 for Micah Parsons, sacks, 37 for Micah Parsons, easily shattering the record. He is way too broken in Madden, 17.5 sacks. Like, literally, he needs to be nerfed in Madden. That is not okay. Interceptions, 4 for Jordan Lewis. Safeties on the team, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So anyways, let's see what we got in the second season, as we did somehow take the division and the first seed. I don't know how, but we did. Let's see what we got, as we are here to face the 8-9 MVP Baker Mayfield. The MVP went 8-9. Okay, let's see what we got. 34-17 here to face the 8-9 Seattle Seahawks. I can see us losing this, but we definitely have a higher overall than them. But we do lose. Okay, I did say I could see us losing this, but didn't actually expect it at the same time. So let's move in to the offseason. And the Bills get their first ever Super Bowl win, 21-19. Greg Rousseau wins the Super Bowl MVP. Baker Mayfield somehow wins the league MVP. Micah Parsons wins back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year. And let's see what we got for the development upgrades for this team. As who we're going to have offensively, it looks like, okay, Schoonmaker gets star dev. Michael Gallup gets superstar dev, so we now have a superstar wide receiver core. Stewart has superstar dev, 100% he's going to be starting over Tyler Smith, 100%. And that was an AI pick too. I still want to keep Tyler Smith because he could replace Tyron Smith if he does retire. Defensively, looking into it, we have Curse, who now gets star dev, overshown. I don't know why he's playing right there. And anyone else? No other DevOps. Callahan has star dev. Definitely going to start off with Donovan Wilson. Let's move into the re-signed players. In the NFC East, nobody retires. That's okay. Let's see who we have for the players ready to negotiate. We're going to have Stephon Gilmore. Goes from an 87 to an 84. I still want one more year with him, then I'll probably let him walk. Brandon Cooks definitely want back at a great year. We'll do a 2-year deal, dude, not 4. He re-signs on that. Malik Hooker, he's an 84 overall. I feel like I couldn't find better, but if I don't, I can still pick him up back in free agency. Jaron Curse got up to superstar dev. Honestly, this is not even a bad contract. I'm fine with that. He resigns. Everyone else here can walk. Don't have a problem with it. So anyways, guys, let's move into free agency and try and see if I can get Malik Hooker back or a different free safety. And after free agency, we got Christian Fulton to replace Jordan Lewis, and I got Brandon Jones to replace Malik Hooker. Yes, he is 26, 78 overall star dev, but at the same time, I really had to pay him virtually nothing to be here. So let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up middle linebacker Eric Smith. There's a lot of Smiths on this team out of Georgia. 6 foot, almost 250 pounds, hidden dev, 90 speed, 87 acceleration, very fast for a linebacker. A awareness, A zone coverage, B tackle, B play rec, B block shedding. He looks great. In the second round, I'm picking up right outside linebacker Rayshawn Kinney out of NC State. Hidden dev, 89 speed, 88 acceleration, 5'11", 227. Our linebacking core is easily complete now. In the third round, I'm picking up defensive tackle Floyd Sparks. All defense draft here. 6'4", 301 out of Miami. Hidden dev, 87 strength. I saw the A finesse moves, and I was like, for a third round pick, that's not bad. And hey, he has hidden dev. And here we are in year 2. Tyler Smith needs to be benched for Stewart. Zach Martin, got all that. Making sure we're all good. Zach, really? Dak Prescott's only up to an 82 with X Factor? It's pretty lame how he's an X Factor and only gets 2 XP within 2 years. So Smith is going to be there, overshown. Donovan Wilson, I kind of just want to cut. Yeah, I don't really have value for him anymore. Yeah, I'll just save $2 million if I cut him anyways. So he's gone. I would need to auto-update the roster so that way the AI recognizes it. Smith is 75, Kinney is a 73, overshown should be playing right outside. No, he's playing left outside linebacker, never mind. But overshown is just going to be depth now until Jaron Curse retires or just I don't resign him. Mazi Smith is going to be the starter. Sparks is going to be third string, second string I guess now. No, third string. Odigizua is just better in terms of overall, and Sparks won't resign, won't be able to develop in time. So very good defense, just needs to develop a little bit, especially on our safeties core. But offense is looking pretty good. Team's looking very good overall. Might need to draft a receiver later to replace Brandon Cooks. But anyways, let's move into the third season and the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, 7-0 once again. It's just that simple. We don't need any linebackers, maybe DB once Stephon Gilmore just ages out. So strength of the class is cornerback as well. So that's nice to see. And receiver if we may want to get one in the second round or first round. You never know. But Micah Parsons, 100% you're coming back. I will hold a gun to your head if you don't want to. And Zach Martin, 100% you're coming back as well. 3-year deal. He resigns. And then DeMarcus Lawrence. We'll do a 2-year deal with DeMarcus. He's been great for us in the shadow of Micah Parsons, but still great. Stephon Gilmore, I'm going to let you keep progressing. Dak, I'll do a 4-year. I'll just keep you for the rest of the rebuild. There's no other way I'm going to get an X Factor QB. Odugazigawa, whatever. I said it multiple times right. Odigizua, yeah, Odigizua. I may probably resign because he's almost an 80 overall and he's not regressing yet. Everyone else here I just don't have an interest in. I'm going to wait on Stephon Gilmore. But anyways, let's move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 12-5, top the division. 3 of our division rivals, well, 3 teams from our division made the playoffs. We're an 88 overall team with a first-round bye. Dak Prescott doing pretty good at 10th best offense in the NFL. Defensively, we are first. Okay, great to see. Almost 5,100 yards, 37 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 106 pass rating. Tony Pollard can never seem to get a 4.0 average, but 15 touchdowns is nice. Michael Gallup, almost 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks, 5 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. And Schoonmaker is almost 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. But Yeah, with these stats, I don't need to draft a receiver 100%. Defensively, Jaron Curse, 112 tackles for a loss, 18 for DeMarcus Lawrence, sacks, 35 for Micah Parsons, and 30 for DeMarcus Lawrence, bro. Craziest edge duo I've ever seen in Madden Simulation. It's too broken. It seriously needs to be fixed. And Callahan, 5 interceptions. That's great. Probably going to get superstar, 0 safeties, and 0 defensive touchdowns on the team. So let's see what we got here in the divisional round. We haven't won a Super Bowl yet just because I've just been simulating the entire time. I haven't bothered to actually hop in. But the Giants, who are an 85 overall, we're 3 overalls higher than them. Let's see if we can beat them to move on to the conference championship. We do not. And we're going into the 4th season with no Super Bowl win, but we do have a Super Bowl appearance. So let's move into the offseason. In the Commanders, beat the Colts in the Super Bowl. Jamin Davis wins the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins the league MVP. Micah Parsons wins 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Dude's way too unstoppable. Let's see what we got for the roster upgrades, if we do have any. Offensively, really? Not even Brandon Cooks, or not even Michael Gallup or Brandon Cooks gets X Factor? Yeah, Tyler Smith has already progressed pretty quickly over Stewart, but it's fine. So to start Stewart just because of his superstar dev. Speaking of superstar dev, Callahan gets superstar dev. That was a great pick. Finally, they give DeMarcus Lawrence X Factor, which is what he should have had from the start. Smith is a 77 overall, and with that being said, I'm going to move Eric Smith to right outside linebacker and then move the other right outside linebacker to inside linebacker because I don't want to waste his potential from being a second string. It's just as simple as that. And Kinney is going to start at middle linebacker, just for the same reason I said. Not going to waste the other dude's potential. So we're going to move him to inside, move the other guy to outside. And yeah, that's looking pretty dang good. Like the defense a lot. Odigizua is definitely going to get re-signed. I like him a lot. So let's move into the re-signings. In the NFC East, it looks like Stephon Gilmore does retire with us and Tyron Smith does not retire. So let's see what we got for the players ready to negotiate, as we are going to have Odigizua. Let's do the 3-year deal, and here he signs on that. Kelvin Joseph can walk. Oh, actually, he's decent depth. That's not a bad contract. I'll re-sign him on that. And everyone else here, do not care. So apart from that, guys, it's now time to move in to free agency. After free agency, we got Greg Newsome to replace Stephon Gilmore. We got Grover Stewart as depth defensive tackle. Defense is so stacked out. Let's move in to the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up defensive back Erica Blackstock out of Washington. Normal depth, 95 speed, normal development, 90 acceleration, 5'9", 182. I didn't really need anything else. The team's stacked out. They literally just need to win. I don't know why he's wearing Micah Parsons' number, but hey, he's just going to be good depth for us. Now this is the team moving into the 4th and final season. Since Tyler Smith is a higher overall, I'm just going to keep him there. It's crazy that the AI drafted a superstar left guard for us, but team looks pretty good. Even though Brandon Cooks and Michael Gallup are only an 84 overall, they do have superstar dev, and they've been going crazy in the seasons. Smith is going to be the starter. Kinney is on the inside, overshown his depth. So many linebackers. Honestly, built a really good team. Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence are crazy good. Mazi Smith, was he a 3rd string defensive tackle I saw there? Did he just never develop? That was unfortunate, but he's going to be the 2nd string behind Grover Stewart. So anyways, let's move in to the playoffs and the 4th and final season. Here we are in the playoffs, 13-4 top the division. The Commanders and Giants also made it with us. Stats and awards, let's see what we got here. Dak Prescott doing good again. 5th best offense in the NFL. Honestly, similar season to last season, 2nd best defense. 5,200 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 106 pass rating. Tony Pollard finally getting a 4.1 average, finally getting something above 3, 17 touchdowns, almost 1,200 yards. Michael Gallup, 1,300 yards. Brandon Cooks, 1,200 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 1,200 yards, 103 receptions. And Schoonmaker is 999, Juice World stuff. Defensively, Leighton Vander Esch, 99 tackles for a loss, 17 for Micah Parsons. Sacks, 26 for Micah Parsons. There, he's nerfed, but at the same time, 26 is still crazy. Same thing with DeMarcus Lawrence getting 18.5 sacks. Accidentally went to kicking. Let me go back. Defense, interceptions is 2 for Leighton Vander Esch. Safeties on the team is 1 for Grover Stewart. And defensive touchdowns is 0. So, anyways, let's see what we got, boys, for the divisional round of the playoffs, because we do have the first seed once again. You have to face the 10-7 New York Giants. We haven't won the Super Bowl yet, so I'm not going to let this slip through my fingers. Let's move into the divisional round. Here we are in Dallas, Texas. 3-0 start for the Giants. I wish my offense would wake up finally. 3-7, and it is 3-14, 3-21. Finally, thank you, offense, as you are finally doing something in simulation. 3-28. Ooh, no, look out, Falcons fans. 6-35, 13-35. This game's over. They're not doing anything. 19-35, and that will be that. We're going to be moving on. It's the divisional round. Here we are in the conference championship, 13-4 versus 13-4. They're in 88 overall. We're in 90 overall. Let's waste no more time and just move into it. And the Niners will be traveling to Arlington, Texas, not Dallas, Texas, because the Cowboys play in Arlington, but, you know, it's just marketing strategy. 10-14 against the San Francisco 49ers at halftime. What do we have as they're going to get 13 points? Thank you, offense, for waking up finally. 13-21. Let's do something here. 13-24, and that's going to be the game. We're back to the Super Bowl. In year 1, we made it to the Super Bowl. Now year 4, we're going to make it. Let's see if we can finally cap it off with a win. Here we are against the Buffalo Bills to prevent them from getting their second Super Bowl win in this simulation. Not in real life, though. They have none. They're in 85 overall. We're in 90 overall. Let's see the team upgrades. Offensively, Schoonmaker gets Superstar Dev, so that's nice to see for him and all the Schoonmaker fans. Let's see what we got for the defensive side of the ball. Looks like we are the exact same. Yay. Anyways, let's see what we got here against the Buffalo Bills and see if we can cap this rebuild off with a win. So let's move into it. Here we are in Atlanta for the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. 3-3 start for us. 10-3 as we take the lead. At 10-10 they tie it up as it is 10-10 at halftime as well. And we score 3 points there, 13-10, 13-17. Offense, please do something more. It's 27-17. They listen. Come on, offense, keep going. There we go, 27-17, as we are going to win the Super Bowl in the 4th and final year. We had 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win. Definitely a successful rebuild for your Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans should be happy now, but I'm sure most Cowboys fans did not have the attention span to make it to the end part of this video. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I do thank you guys all for watching. Let me know which team you want me to rebuild next. Let's get a final overlook of the team before I get the outro. This is what you guys have for your team. Most of these are morale boost, but hey, it was still a really good team. A lot of depth that we built as well. J-Ron Curse pretty balled out, and of course Micah Parsons was crazy. Mazi Smith wasn't that good, but he got the job done is what matters. So anyways, guys, apart from that, once again, I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.